Konnichiwa, YouTube. There's a little bit of Southern Japanese for you. This is that guy with the eye patch once again, because there ain't no brakes on this happening train. As you can see by the title of this video, is Are Preppers Racist? Well, the short answer is no, and I'm going to apologize for that clickbait title, but I couldn't think of nothing else to title it. Now, as to why I decided to make this particular video, we're going to have to take a long walk to get a short ways, because I got to give some backstory here. See, last night I was in Walmart trying to pick up some 380 ammunition. Now, why was I getting some 380 ammunition when I hated 380? Well, it's because somebody gave me a Lorson 380 recently. They told me it didn't work. They couldn't get it to cycle ammunition, couldn't get it to shoot, none of that. So they gave me the pistol, and they gave me the magazine. Magazine had 2 rounds in it. I ain't no telling how long them rounds has been in there. Now, if you don't know what a Lorson is, you're not alone, because I didn't either. I had to use some Google foo on it. And I found out that Lorson is basically the cheapest of the cheap. This thing makes a Jennings look like a Glock. Okay? So I took that gun, and I took it apart, and I cleaned it up real good. I probably took 20 years worth of gunk off of it. I don't think it'd been cleaned since they bought it. I take it and I clean it up real good, get it all nice and shiny, oiled up real good, put it back together. Now I gotta test it out. But it will cycle those 2 rounds of ammunition, so I'm hopeful that it'll shoot now. But 2 rounds, you can't really shoot good with that, and plus, I don't know how good them rounds are. So I want to go and get me some good ammunition. So I head off to the local Socialism Mart. I mean Walmart. No, I mean Socialism Mart. And I head to the sporting goods section and get them to pay somebody to sporting goods. There's already 3 people in line waiting for somebody to get to sporting goods. While I'm waiting, I'm looking at the hunting stuff, because I'm excited about hunting. I'm excited about hunting every weekend, but this weekend too. Yeah, I'm a redneck, shut up. So anyway, it takes that Walmart person about 45 minutes to get up there. Come on, seriously, Walmart, get your crap together. We ain't got 45 minutes to wait on these people. Again, I digress. So while we're waiting in line, I strike up a conversation with some of the other patrons of the sporting goods department. Every one of them's hunters, and some of them's preppers. We start talking about hunting and prepping. And this young lady comes by, and she happens to be of darker skin and hears us talking about preparing and being prepared. And she starts hollering at the top of her lungs, "Y'all racist! Y'all preppers is just racist! That's racist!" Now me, being the intellectual giant and voice of reason that I always am, I did the sensible thing. I pointed at her and laughed and was prepared to go on about my business. One other gentleman in line, he committed the grave fallacy. I had to make sure y'all understood that word because of my southern accent. Fallacy, yeah. Fallacy of actually engaging with this woman. And he asked her, quite simply, "Ma'am, why do you consider preppers racist?" And she said, "All y'all doing is preparing for a race war to kill all the black people." So that gave me the idea for this video. Now don't worry, I did get some 380 ammunition. I know several of you were hanging on the edge of your seat wondering if I actually got my ammunition. Yes, I did. So that gave me the idea for this video. Are preppers racist? Now I know it's a clickbaity title. I'm going to say it again. I'm sorry for that, but I could not think of anything else to title this. And the short answer is no. The long answer is, are we preparing for a race war? And the honest answer to that would be, yes, we are. Do we want a race war to happen? No, hell no. Nobody wants a race war to happen, because in a race war, nobody wins. Yeah, that's the big secret they won't tell you. Nobody will win in a race war. No matter which side wins, we all lose. So anyway, time for a little bit of a history lesson here. And this is going to be that guy with the eye patch history lesson, so you know it's going to be full of southern charm. For many, many years in this country, the poor white man and the poor black man have had their hands on each other's throats, trying to choke the life out of each other. And while they was doing that, they didn't notice the rich man coming up and picking their pockets. And before Obama and Eric Holder got elected and started pushing this race war shit, white people and black people were actually standing together. They were getting along better than they ever have. Was there problems? Of course there was. But it wasn't nothing that couldn't be overcome, and we was on the path to overcoming that. But they couldn't be having that. No, because if white people and black people took their hands off each other's throats, they might notice that rich man coming up and picking their pockets. So then they got, when I say they, I mean Eric Holder and Obama and all of their cronies, like Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, got the media, got CNN and Fox News and all of them to start pushing this racism stuff. Every time you turn on TV, it's always racist white cop shoots black innocent teenager when the teenager's 28 years old. They don't ever report it when a black cop shoots a white kid. And let's be honest, probably the white kid did something to warrant being shot. So police brutality is a problem in this country for both races, whether you're white or black. You're going to have to put up with brutal police. Again, I digress. So they started pushing this, and that's the reason why preppers have started preparing for it. We can see it on the horizon. If you can't see that they're trying to push it, I don't know what to tell you. Just turn on CNN sometimes. Turn on MSNBC. They gave Al Sharpton a TV show. Can you believe that? He's probably the biggest race baiter in this country. Now back to my point. Are preppers racist? No. Are we preparing for a race war? Yes, because it's on the horizon. If something don't change. Now hopefully, if racial tensions in this country get too bad, cooler heads will prevail. Leaders from the black community, and I mean real leaders. I ain't talking Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and Obama and Eric Holder. I mean real intelligent black leaders and real intelligent white leaders. And I ain't talking about a lot of these people that are running for politics. Politicians are idiots. And I know I shouldn't categorize people, but I think any politician is an idiot and corrupt. Anyway, hopefully they'll sit down at the table and be like, look, we don't want no fighting here. So the black people be like, look, we feel like you've been holding us back. We want to separate. We'll take these states. And the white people will be like, okay, we feel like you've been holding us back. We'll take these states. And everybody that don't want to separate can have, these other states. And they'll come to a formal agreement like that. And then it'll just be kind of known that even if they have separate militaries, if you mess with one, you mess with all. So if the Taliban or whatever wants to come in and try to bomb in the black states, they're going to put up with the white states too. We all just going to turn on them and stomp a mud hole in them and walk it dry. Hopefully that's what would happen. Hopefully cooler heads would prevail. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, because I think people can be smart enough to realize when they're being played, and we're being played real bad right now. So hopefully that answers the question. I'm going to apologize for a third time for the clickbait title. And y'all have a good day. Stay strong, stay healthy. This is that guy with the eye patch. Until next time. Oh, and P.S. Yeah, I'm pulling a P.S. on this video. Let's talk about that word racism for just a few minutes. I heard a quote a while back. It's a pretty good quote. It says, being called a racist only affects non-racist people. Think about that for a minute. If you went up to a Klan rally and told them, hey, I think you're kind of racist, they'd look at you and say, so? If you went up to a Black Panther Party rally and told them, hey, I think you're kind of racist, they'd look at you and say, and? So keep that in mind. When somebody calls you a racist, it's just to shut you up. They don't have an argument.